Hello, friends. As I write this, it is 45 minutes to midnight on the East Coast on March 6th, 2022. While it seems presumptuous of me to assume that the sun will rise tomorrow, I, regardless, will persist. For if it does not, then there is nothing I can do. And if it does, then I may as well keep the streak alive, shouldn't I? And on that note, let me check my notes and see where we left off. Yes. Quantum motherfucking physics. It's what I'm talking about tonight. In the few minutes afforded to me before the clock ticks over midnight and I've lost the day, lost the streak, lost it all. Just a slow, steady spiral into nothingness, a stumble precipitating a fall leading to a roll all the way to rock bottom. But no, that won't be my fate. Not tonight, dear reader. Not tonight. So now, here's a curious thing regarding the many worlds interpretation of quantum physics. At any given point, there are an effectively infinite number of identical or very nearly identical versions of you existing in the ever vaster infinity of the multiverse. And that's such a strange concept, isn't it? Because it presupposes something like a multiversal quality of self. If all these alternate versions of me exist, the implication is that there's a certain sense of me-ness that exists at a place outside of and encompassing entirely the particular infinity of possibilities that contain a me, which is in itself just one piece of our larger set, subsumed within its own infinity. Yes, but I'm trying to keep things simple here. So you see what I'm saying here, right? Of course, it's clear as day. Barely worth even mentioning, but this is the internet, and it's best to spell things out. There's just so much nuance lost in written language, and it's cold in personal natures. It's about the players. The players are that special multiversal sauce, dear reader, because you see, though each goblin they play may be slightly different. One might have a big nose, while another one might have a big brain. For example, they all share the same Ur-Gobbo, or perhaps Gobbo urge, the player. Gonna be honest, I'm not sure where I was going with this bit. It sort of just got away from me after a while. I think what we've discovered here is the basics of the player character. The API of it, if you will, the exposed endpoints, the connectors on the bare skeleton motherboard of goblinness. Goblinitude? Goblinity? Goblinity. Ahem. The exposed endpoints, the connectors on the bare skeleton motherboard of goblinity. These spots in which whatever world we want to throw our goblins into can interface with each character by providing a set of constraints to the infinite possibilities inherent in the base concepts of proto-goblinity. It does this, dear reader, through the simple expedient of writing lists. Lists of features, of abilities, of modifiers, and descriptors, and powers, and perils. Lists are what define the parameters of a particular set of infinities within which our players can manifest their goblin selves. Now we're coming to it. We're close to the heart of the thing, Wilfred. I can feel it. You must understand by now where this leaves us with a framework. First, we've defined the core of goblinity, right? Though, dear reader, fear not that we will include all of this within the final game. No, this is for our understanding, dear reader, so that we may have the tools with which to craft not a world, but a foundry of worlds. Because now we know how to build new worlds, as many worlds as we wish. We do so using lists. Lists of possibilities. 6 seems to be a good, round, squishy green number for each individual quark of a goblin character's atomic core. Do we want space goblins? Fuck yeah, we do. Then make some goddamn lists. Lists of space-based goblin puns and jokes. And group all these lists together under a funny title. And you got your space goblins right there. You wanted goblins in 17th century France? Well, of course you do, Skippy. Lists can make that happen. It's exciting. but simple. Too too simple? Is it really? No, only a short-sighted fool would think such a thing, and you, dear reader, are no such fool. No. Instead, you know that this simplicity hides something far deeper just beneath its surface, and this is where this coming work will shine in its ability to allow you, dear reader, to build your own lists, to put together whole worlds, one set of possibilities at a time. Come back tomorrow. There might be cake.